Horry played 16 years in the NBA and never averaged more than 12 points a game in any season. In fact, after scoring his career high in his fourth year in the league, Horry never approached double-figure scoring in any campaign again. But the litany of pressure-packed shots that he would hit as his remarkable career unfolded would make many of the game's greatest scorers a little jealous. Time and time again, Robert Horry would transform himself into his deadly alter ego, Big Shot Rob, as he filled his resume with rings and late-game heroics. With his San Antonio Spurs coming off a humiliating Game 4 loss at the hands of the Detroit Pistons, and with the 2005 NBA crown still hanging very much in the balance, Big Shot Rob put on one of the greatest late-game shooting exhibitions in NBA Finals history.
You know, you can say a lot of things, but it's all about getting out on the court and execute. You know, there's a lot of people who can talk the talk, but you got to walk the walk. You got to go out there and execute.
We are ready for one of the most important finals games in recent memory.
They hit us on the left side of the face and then hit us on the right side in game 3 and 4. So it was really important for us to make a stand for ourselves.
Just play for each other tonight, all right? Let's compete. Let's get the job done as a team. Everybody step up and be ready to play. Defense on 3, 1, 2, 3, defense!
But as Game 5 began, it was just as if Game 4 had never ended, as the Pistons beat the Spurs to the punch yet again.
Mid-right in forecourt against Rasheed. To the lane, forces contact, missed the shot. Rasheed taps it to Chauncey. Chauncey forecourt, long gun, he got it! The triple by Mr. Big Shot puts the Pistons up 7, and the crowd's going crazy!
But this time the Spurs would make a stand, as the star of the first 2 games rediscovered his magic.
Drives on McDyess all the way with the left hand, lay it up around the rim and good for Manu Ginobili. Ginobili guarded by Tayshaun Prince. Reverse layup is good for Manu Ginobili as he got to the rim again. Shades of game 1 and 2.
And he looks confident even when he's strutting back down the floor. Manu Ginobili is back.
Riding Manu's resurgence, the entire team came back to life.
Out to Ginobili, left corner, Bowen for 3. His spot, his shot, the best ball movement we've seen from the Spurs in Detroit.
They're beating us on the board, beating us to loose balls. We're taking badass shots. Come on.
And 2 of Detroit's mainstays, Chauncey Billups and Tayshaun Prince, took the coach's message to heart.
Pocket pick by Tayshaun. Down the lane to Ben, scoops and scores. Wing shot clock at 10. He'll blow right by him, get to the basket, finger roll, and fill it up. 6 straight Piston points.
We are tied at 71.
How about this intensity? This intensity is incredible.
Decent basketball game.
Well, this is what it's all about, isn't it?
Game 5 had developed into the first close contest of the series. The kind of game where proven clutch players step forward. Players like San Antonio's Robert Horry.
4 minutes left in Game 5. A pitch out left to Horry, 8 to shoot. Horry's 3, good from the left. And that ties the game at 79.
A minute and 50 left. Ginobili from the right wing, down the lane, running finger roll, no, but Horry tapped it in.
But with control of the game and the series on the line, the Pistons matched every Spurs basket.
He filled it up! I don't believe it!
Well, this one has been worth all the blowouts.
Oh, this has been a terrific game.
With the score tied and time running out, the Spurs would have a chance to deliver the decisive blow that would have them up 3 games to 2.
Down to 7 seconds. Don't wait too long, Manu. Manu's going to drive on Prince. All the way in. Runner in the lane. No good. Follow is no good by Duncan. And there's the buzzer. Tim had a tip in for the game. We are going to overtime. Oh, man. Tim Duncan had the tip in at the rim that would have won the game. But we are going instead to overtime.
All right, it's a tie game. We got a tap. All right.
Bounces to Rasheed, now mid-left against Duncan. 5 on the clock, 4 on the clock. To the baseline, he fires. He fills it up.
93-89 and a timeout Spurs.
So far, it's 4-0 in the overtime period for Detroit. As Game 5 hangs in the balance, right now, advantage Pistons.
Timmy catches it. Robert, you go off of him.
With the pressure on the Spurs, their leading man was ready. But on this night, Robert Horry had returned to his role as playoff hero.
Off to Horry, right wing, line, fakes the three. He's going to drive it inside. Slam dunk Robert Horry, and the shot is good and a foul on Rip Hamilton.
What a power move by Robert Horry. No one's going to block that shot.
Even with Horry's heroics, the Spurs still trailed. But they would get one more chance as the game came down to the final 9 seconds.
This is fraught with tension and apprehension.
I mean, it's the biggest possession I can remember in a long, long time.
Hey, you leave, Romano's going to ice him right here, okay?
Be aware of the slip. No three-point play.
Horry will throw in.
The player who throws in is frequently the player for whom the play is run.
He comes in on the bounce to Ginobili. Back to Horry. He shoots for three.
Oh, my goodness.
Robert Horry hitting a three on the left wing with 5.8 left. And the Spurs take a 1-point lead.
And big shot Bob did it again.
I can't believe that the man can do it anymore. How many bullets does he have left in that gun?
As the ball came back to Robert, he had a look on his face that he could not believe that Rasheed Wallace had left him at that point, and almost had a smirk on his face like, "You're going to leave me open?"
And though the Pistons still had time for a shot, Robert Horry had already written the ending.
Prince looking inside, finds Hamilton posting up on Parker. Ball knocked away, got it back, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound tipped out front, grabbed by Bowen. This ball game is over. The Spurs have won Game 5.
That was probably the greatest performance I've ever been a part of. I'll tell you the deal with Rob. Rob just hangs out the entire game. He does it all season long. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't feel like playing. He shows up sometimes. And then you put him in the fourth quarter in a big game, and he's like, okay, it's time to play now. I've been hanging out the entire season. It's time to play now. And he just turns it on. And as funny as that seems, it's just how it is. He doesn't want to show up. He doesn't feel like playing until it's a big game.
Thank you. Robert Horry will be next.